Trina, but what about what Trina has done to other female artists? My email box was lit up. Catch these teas. Girl, did you see the interview I did with Trina's A&R person yesterday, Reginald Saunders, accusing Nicki Minaj of being a deceiver and a manipulator? Child, it made it to the Breakfast Club, Baller Alert, and everywhere else around the world, and now, yeah. Thank you to all the media outlets who gave me credit for my interview and extended professional courtesy. I love you for the continued support. But girl, before I could even get to sleep good, my email box and my DM was lit up with people from across the industry saying, pump your brakes, Miss Trina and your people. Pull over before your ass get any fatter and slow down before you wreck out. Because the very things that Trina's team is accusing Nicki Minaj of doing, they say Trina has done to other artists and she ain't so innocent her own damn self. But before we get to our cover story, I want to talk about Cyntoia Brown. Cyntoia's got a man at home. That's right. Y'all know Cyntoia. We call her Toya, girl. You know, those of us from the Shawshank Redemption, we call her Toya. And if you was down with her like 4 flat tires, we call her Sin. Anyway, Sin got a man, honey, and I'm mad about it. This girl done spent over half her damn life in prison. And not only do she got a man, bitch, she got a husband. Okay? And I've been in Atlanta for 10 years and back in Miami for a year and a half. And I'm still single and got 2 dogs. Now I want to know what it is she spraying in her and what it is in prison water that let this lady get a whole husband from behind bars and I can't even get one to buy me a drink down to the bar where the rich cars be. Okay? Girl, you gonna gag when you find out who Cyntoia's husband is. Kissing you is all that I've been thinking of. You remember Pam from Total, Pamela Long? Well, yes, God, after Puffy had done fucked over all their money, she had to run to the Lord. She became a Christian singer and her husband became a Christian rapper. Well, somewhere around the way, they got a divorce and he had to marry Cyntoia from behind bars. Dude, Jesus, you better get your man, girl. Mama said she got out of prison. She ain't got to worry about finding no place to stay. She ain't got to worry about finding no job because she got a man at home. Yes. He always treats me right, we never fight. He sends me flowers and wines and dines me. Took me home to meet his mama. How he loves me. That girl got a man and I'm mad. I'm hating all on her and everything. But speaking of having a man and not needing a job, when mama was released from prison, her husband came and picked her up along with her book agent and 2 security guards. That's right, her book agent. The cover artwork has already been revealed for Cyntoia's memoir, so y'all know that's going to be a New York Times bestseller. And catch this, Monique about to be real mad because Netflix has acquired the rights to Cyntoia's life story. So you know she finna get a couple million. And shouts out to Cyntoia Brown for having a man at home waiting on her. Moving right along to our next story. Wendy Williams thought she had a man at home. Child, on the latest interview, Wendy just told the general public what the hell we already knew, that she was fully aware that her husband was having a relationship with somebody else, or basically she was caught up in a 3-way love affair. During the interview with Andy Cohen on his Sirius satellite radio show, Andy asked the 55-year-old talk show host about rumors surrounding her ex-husband's infidelity. And she said, I'd come in. My eyes would be puffy from crying, she recalled, as she went to the Wendy Williams show when things were really bad. Williams said after finding out about Hunter's double life, she stayed around until she could completely separate herself from him, business-wise and emotionally. I knew that I would have to address it, but I had to get my ducks in a row. I knew a lot of things for years. But my son was at home. It wasn't fair to him, she added. I'm not going to grab his hand and flee the scene and move zip codes. I understand that. In other words, Wendy was pulling that white woman shit. She was staying for the kids. I would stand for the kids. Now, in this same interview, you know, Wendy talks about her son in Miami and she now being a single mother. Wendy, newsflash, your son is good and grown. He's a man. You are not a single mother and you got means. Listen, if we knew Wendy man was fucking around on her, Wendy knew her man was fucking around on her. Quiet as it's kept, anybody who settled for having them big ass store-bought titties and forgot to buy any ass when they was at the store got low self-esteem. That's why Wendy stayed with that man. Let's just call the shit what the hell it is. But I do respect the fact that she said I wasn't just finna run on out of my damn marriage and have to split my shit all kind of slice it and dice it like a ninja damn blender. She said, I'm going to get my ducks in a row. Well, I'm hoping this woman getting pregnant force you to get your ducks in a row quickly and you write this man a check and be gone with it because the people need you. Outside of me, can't nobody give you the tea the way Wendy give it. So we need you. Write this man a check and wish him and his woman a happy old time. Oh, speaking of happy time, I wish this was something that we could talk some black girl magic about, but we gotta talk black girl tragic. I had never heard that hashtag until Miss Nicki Minaj. The internet and Joe Budden are set ablaze because they say that black girl tragic hashtag is offensive. Check out this video from Nicki Minaj on Joe Budden's podcast, then we'll talk about it.
Especially if people respect your opinion.
Yes, and it takes on a life of its own, and then it keeps on being repeated and repeated. And if I don't defend myself, then he's right. If I do defend myself, I'm the angry black woman.
My issue with the heat.
Black girl tragic. And it's black bitches that do it the most. And I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me using that fucking hashtag.
Offensive. The hashtag.
Excuse me? You want to talk about offensive?
I try not to be offensive.
You try not to be offensive.
Not offensive.
But see, that's the thing. When you, if I guess it's okay to hurt someone if you think they're famous or rich or popular or something like that. It's okay to offend them. It's okay to bully them. But everyone else, we gotta walk. Everybody else, we gotta walk on eggshells for. We can't offend this one. We can't offend that one. We can't offend this one. Man, fuck that. I said what the fuck I said.
Here's the thing. I'm less offended by hashtag black girl tragic, and I'm utterly appalled by it. And it's you black bitches is the main ones. Oh my God, honey. Take some of that boom, 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 boom bass out your voice when you say black bitches. Nicki, which bitches? Who you calling the bitch? U-N-I-T-Y. You better let them know. Somebody get Queen Latifah on the line, because since when is it appropriate and acceptable for our female icons and rappers to be referring to their sisters as black bitches on large media platforms? No, God, Nicki Minaj. And I know that it is not Nicki Minaj's job to be anybody's role model and be the spokesperson for black women. However, when we do it to ourselves, we give others outside our community the license to go ahead and do it to us too, and then be ready to fight and march on Washington and march on Selma when somebody of another persuasion, Caucasian, call us black bitches. That's what I'm concerned about. And here's the thing, right? My definition of effective communication is conveying an idea or thought to someone else and them being able to receive and process exactly what it is you were trying to convey. Nicki Minaj, everything you had to say in this clip is valid, relevant, and I agree. But it was all lost in translation because you were lost in emotion. Girl, the whole media is already trying to, perpetuate this narrative, or they may just be reporting what you're giving them, that you are coming unraveled at the seams, that you are crazy, that you are falling apart, that you are having a hard time dealing with the fact that your career may or may not be on a downward slope right now, and you are giving them fuel, fire, and ammunition. Somebody else call Queen Latifah, Felicia Rashad, and Iyanla Vanzant and get them on the line, because mama need an intervention. Black girl tragic. But on to our cover story. Yesterday, guys, I published a 17-minute interview with Reginald Saunders, the A&R of Trina's Rockstar Music Group. If you haven't checked out that interview, the link will be down in the box. And in that interview, Reggie, who was, an instrumental part of Trina's camp, is basically accusing Nicki Minaj of being low-key shady. Now, the internet is split 50-50 because everybody's like, oh, y'all just hating on Nicki. It ain't Nicki's job to promote somebody else's album. Why when a bitch album flop, they want to blame Nicki Minaj? But then there's another sect of the internet that's saying, well, wait a minute. What Reggie is saying about Nicki Minaj is very consistent with what a lot of other artists have said. Lil' Kim tried to tell y'all, this person tried to tell y'all, this person tried to say something. Well, listen, here's the thing. You got to be very careful about when you throw stuff out in the air, especially if you can be accused of doing the same thing. I was sitting on my sofa watching TV, minding my business like I always do. And Jackie O, former rapper from Miami who shared the late 90s, early 2000s with Trina, Jackie O's A&R person reached out to me. For those of y'all don't remember Jackie O, police pull me over, they don't write no ticket. Between my legs, trying to lick it. That pussy. That pussy. Then she had Jackie with the Yin Yang twins. Damn, that bitch is fine. They was talking about me, but I was in college at the time. I couldn't make it to the video shoot because my mama wouldn't sign the release. Nevertheless, Jackie O's former A&R person reached out to me and said this. Trina did the same thing to Jackie O with records and telling producers and DJs not to work with her when Jackie O was rapping. I used to A&R Jackie O years ago. We sent her records, meaning Trina, and she didn't send back after agreeing to do them. The record specifically was Hood Girl and Goddess. The Hood Girl record was sent back unfinished, and she never sent back Goddess. People in Trina camp would come to Jackie O when they fell out with Trina, and they would tell everything. Now listen, I've yet to hear anything from Trina. I can't definitively say if this is true, false, or in between, but I am willing to put my life on the line and say I believe that there is some validity to it. Not because I'm a Trina hater, not because I think Trina is a bad person, not because Trina has a history of doing these types of things, but because that is the way people move in these entertainment circles, and especially in music and television. That's the industry. That is the industry. I've been in it long enough to see it. It happens all the time. I will never forget, I was doing a television situation, and there was a cast member of mine, and they asked this person, did they want somebody else from their show to be on the situation that we were filming, and they were like, no, nobody, just me. You see it happen all the time. But for me, I don't even think there's anything wrong with it. Listen, I don't have to provide you a reason as to why I don't want to work with somebody, whether it's I feel threatened, whether it's I'm jealous, whether it's whatever. People feel what they feel for whatever reason. Here is the issue that I have, and I'm going to give you an example of somebody who handled a situation with me so professionally that we still get along to this day, despite the fact that we didn't work together. It's all about communication. Here is where people go wrong. Do not agree to collaborate with somebody if you're really not feeling it. Do not agree to collaborate with somebody when you're not doing it from a genuine place. Do not sell people wolf tickets. Tell them, yeah, girl, I'm going to do the song, I'm going to get on the track, and then when it's time to do whatever it is it's time to do, then you pussyfooting around. That is not good business. There is somebody that is very popular on Instagram, and I reached out to this person. I always congratulate them when they, reach milestones and different accomplishments. And I said, hey, listen, I'm thinking about doing this comedy tour situation, me, a couple other people, and I think that you would be great. What are your thoughts on it? And the person flat out told me, I'm not interested. And I was like, are you sure? I think we could make a lot of money. And this person was like, thank you so much for thinking of me, but I'm not interested. And to this day, me and this person still communicate. We still cool. We still exchange likes and comments on each other's social media. And I did not continue on with my business and my endeavors thinking that this person was going to be a part of this situation, because they let me know professionally, nicely, without any shade, that they were not interested. And a reason was not necessary. Rather he don't like me, rather he think he better than me, rather he got more followers than me, rather he jealous of me, it does not change the fact that the person was not interested. Therefore, the reason was null and void. And we are still friends to this day. That's where folks go wrong. So, it's touch and go, and we still waiting for the other shoe to drop with this whole Trina, Nicki Minaj situation. But I will say this. I hope when it's all said and done that it sheds a lot of light on what goes on in this music industry. And I hope these new girls, meaning the city girls, Megan Thee Stallion, do not get caught up in industry politics. Cardi B, I was going to throw Cardi B's name in there, but she's already kind of got sucked into it somewhat. I hope beyond the mess that Cardi has already been in and the beasts that have already been created as it relates to Cardi, that she doesn't take on any new baggage and just do your art. I mean, listen, y'all. We ain't never heard no stories of Queen Latifah telling people not to work with somebody if they work with MC Lyte. We ain't never heard no stories of MC Lyte dropping her record on the same day Queen Latifah dropping a single. We ain't never heard Queen Latifah sneak diss and Salt and Pepper. Like, there once was a time where multiple female rappers could coexist at the same damn time, and it was all unity. What happened to those days? And we need them back. This is Q coming at you from WGAN Yes God Action News on this fine Tuesday, August 13th, with your Yes God Action News for the day. Y'all, it's 1 o'clock and it's still early, so some more tea might drop, and if it do, I'ma serve it to you boiling. But until then, I am signing off. Bad.